Good afternoon, and thank you all for coming today. Distinguished guests, members of the faculty, staff, students, alumni, family, and friends, welcome to this occasion as we prepare to open the new wing of the Eugene B. Casey Swim Center. If you look around and see the transformation of this building, you can see that this is one small step on our way to the larger vision. Today, we gather not only to celebrate this step, but also to honor the individuals who have made it possible. I would like to take a moment to recognize a particularly distinguished alumna who has been devoted to this college for 7 decades, Betty Casey. Mrs. Casey has made significant gifts of lasting importance to this institution, but none more important to athletics than this one. This gift speaks volumes about her continued affection of the college and our mission. I want to give special recognition to Kim Lessard, the director of our swim program, for the way she inspires and supports our students. She is truly the anchor of this program. And for those of you who aren't swimmers, an anchor is not someone who holds you down, but someone who swims fast in that final leg of a relay, the person you know can bring home the medals. She offered great counsel during the design process to ensure we made the most of this space. And she had the perfect architect to work with in Daniel Harrigan, not only a former collegiate swimmer at North Carolina State, but also an Olympic medalist in the 200-meter backstroke. Dan earned bronze in the 1976 Games in Montreal. So, suffice it to say, he knows his way around pools and locker rooms. By the way, Dan also designed an addition for the swim center at his alma mater, which, as coincidence would have it, is named the Casey Aquatic Center after a former NC State swim coach and athletic director. So, as he has said, he is definitely the expert on building additions to swim centers named in honor of Casey's. Also, a special thanks to builder Jay Yerkes, and thanks to Jay and Don Purser, the project manager, for the extraordinary effort during the longest, iciest, snowiest winter ever. Helping coordinate all the logistics during the construction was Reed Raudenbush, our director of physical plant. In the midst of his busiest, most unpredictable winter in memory, he helped keep this project humming along. To each of you, please accept my thanks and deep gratitude for your efforts on behalf of the entire college community. We are cutting the ribbon today full of confidence in the future of Washington College and the aquatic program. Please join me in giving a round of applause for their enormous efforts on the college's behalf. It is now my pleasure to call upon Tricia Liller from the class of 2018 from Alexandria, Virginia, to offer some remarks.
Hi, I'm Trish. It seems like it was yesterday that I was deciding where I wanted to go to college. One of my favorite aspects of this team was that so many of the swimmers had the same academic and recreational interests as me. Our team is so supportive of one another, and everyone is always so willing to help out their fellow teammates, whether it is checking over math homework, writing letters of recommendation, or just listening to one another's issues. My teammates are there for me above all. The new study room is only going to enhance the connection the team has, give us a space to bond, and work in between classes. The swim team has never had its own space before, and I feel the women's team has definitely suffered. Since we had to share the locker room with the rival team or even other patrons, it was hard to pump up one another and get everyone motivated to swim fast. In the new locker rooms, we will be able to motivate each other without judgment and enjoy the freedom to bond comfortably with one another. The women's team is already so excited to decorate the locker room with streamers, motivational quotes, and of course, goal times to make the area truly our own space. We could not be more grateful for this opportunity that will facilitate our ability to bond and grow not just as a team, but as a family as well.
I'm Pat. I'm a sophomore. So as a sophomore, I have seen this team transform since I first came here on my recruiting trip in September of 2012. We as a team have redefined what WAC swim is. Here are some stats that I found. Since 2013, all but 4 of the team's school records have been broken. Even more impressive is that they are held by 10 different swimmers on the current team. We have gone from 6th in the conference to runners-up. We have a 2014 Coach of the Year, and this past February, 7 of our swimmers were recognized as all-conference. those are just stats. The real improvement is in the attitude. If you want to be a conference championship team, you need to train like one and act like one. That's what we did this year, and that's what we continue to do for years to come. A good friend of mine once said, the harder you work, the luckier you get. We have worked so hard in the past couple years, and now we finally got lucky. Now we have been given a conference championship facility. I look at this building behind me as a symbol of all of our hard work. To Mrs. Casey and all of the other donors, on behalf of the entire team, I would like to thank you so much. Thank you for appreciating all the hard work that we put in and giving us this amazing gift. What I can promise you is that we will continue to take care of this building, take great pride in it, and use it as motivation to achieve our ultimate goals. Thank you. I would now like to call up the Provost of the college, Dean Emily Shamley-Wright.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Trish. And thank you, Dr. Matthews. And thank you to all of you for joining us today. We take another leap today forward in the growth and physical transformation of the Washington College campus, to be sure. Beyond the unifying physical elements of this project that brings together this campus, it also speaks to a philosophical essence of Washington College. At Washington College, where co-curricular programs add richness and breadth to the academic experience, we take a holistic approach to educating our students and strive to offer them the best possible facilities where they can be challenged and tested. Kim Lessard, will you please join me at the lectern? Traditionally, the president of the college presents the award that I'm about to present at the February convocation. Now, however, this year, Kim and our swim team participated in the Centennial Championship on that very day. And as luck would have it, President Griswold has another obligation today on the Western Shore. And so it is my pleasure and my honor to present the President's Distinguished Service Award. Kim Lessard often describes individual members of the men's and women's swim teams as the full package. Exceptional in the classroom, tenacious in the water, and committed citizen leaders with bright futures ahead of them. It's a term equally appropriate to describe Coach Lessard herself. In her 25 years of coaching, she has compiled one of the winningest records at the college. A benevolent mentor, she has created a powerful team ethic that drives student success and alumni loyalty. As director of the Showman Aquatics, she has introduced the joys of competitive swimming to scores of young people in our community. Whether she is coaching 8-year-olds or 18-year-olds, Kim takes great pride in the medals her swimmers collect and the records they seem to be breaking regularly. Yet she understands that the real prize is developing in her students the qualities of integrity, determination, leadership, and responsibility. Her teams have consistently met her expectations. Under her leadership, 26 Washington College student athletes have achieved All-American or All-American Honorable Mention status. More importantly, her teams combined have achieved Scholar All-American status 56 times over the past 25 years. Can I say that again? 56 times over the past 25 years. Last year, the Centennial Conference named Kim the men's swimming coach of the year, and she led the Shoremen to a 9-1 dual meet record and a 4th place finish at the conference championships, the team's highest finish in 14 years. I am pleased to present Kim Lessard with the President's Distinguished Service Award. I'd now like to invite Coach Lessard to say a few words.
Captain Ever, Chris Freischheim, to so many captains that are here. I'm hoping you can mingle with some of the underclassmen before you leave today. And before you leave, let's please take a picture of all the alumni that are here. Thanks so much to the college for this great honor. I could not do it without such terrific colleagues, terrific student swimmers, and great alumni group, and a very supportive family. Many Saturdays my husband was left alone with 2 little girls when I was at swim meets or out of town, and thank you so much, Dan, for allowing me to follow my dream and be an important part of this whole thing. Swimming was new to this community when I got here. 30 years ago, they took a poll on campus, what was needed, and the pool won. There was no pool here 30 years ago. And so I was here a couple years when I got here, and I remember walking around for my interview, and I said, how many kids go to school here? And they said like 850, and I thought it was my dorm size at Penn State. I just was amazed that there was a college this size. And I, at that time, was coaching a team with 4 lanes and all brick and no windows, and I walked into this facility and thought it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Of course, there weren't too many $50 million, dollar facilities and 50-meter pools and stuff back then. Till this day, I still take great pride in that. I swim 4 or 5 days a week. I just love this facility, which so many of you alumni know. It's just one of the best. So when I got here, there was no high school swimming even, that we didn't have a lot of programs going on, and so over the years we now have 2 high school teams renting the pool. Swimming lessons are booked solid, lifeguard classes, Special Olympics use the facility, GIS programming, they build robots and they experiment in the pool, and our age group has over 100 youth. But we were really outgrowing our facility and our locker room, and we knew it was going to really take a big gift. And we kept asking that, and we'd moved up on the list a little bit each year at the college. And on February 28, 2014, I got a phone call from President Reese that Betty Casey gave us $1 million. And it was just an amazing feeling. I just didn't know what it was like that someone could just give you $1 million. And so, and it was just, and I asked Joe Holt to send me a copy of the check, and actually I need to frame it because that was the first time I ever saw $1 million check. But probably the last time too, but, and so I want to offer my gratitude for this edition. I'm honored to be here today to thank Mrs. Casey, the Eugene B. Casey Foundation, for the opportunity this structure will afford our swim programs for years to come. Not only was the $1 million for the addition, but for the continued endowment, it was probably $1 million for the renovation of the old locker rooms that the alumni here will remember, and then just the lobby itself. The next project is the pool deck is going to be, all the little tiles are going to be taken out in August, and we're going to put big tiles in there. So it's really going to give it a fresh start. So thank you so much to that foundation. I invite the senior team members to come forward, please, for a ceremonial cutting of a ribbon with a big scissors. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, so last few words. The Casey Swim Center will continue to be a living legacy of enormous and lasting importance for us. This newest project bearing the Casey name is the most recent evidence of the family stewardship to the college. We're very grateful to Betty Casey for her generosity in providing this gift. This project will help Washington College maintain its competitive edge over our peers in our quest for top student athletes. On behalf of all Washington College, including future generations, we thank you for your generosity and compassion and commitment to learning that takes place here every day. Thank you for all joining us today, and we're going to have a tour open for you, and the seniors are going to go and space themselves out and explain different things. This will be a sidewalk right here. Of course, the weather has hindered that a little bit, and what will happen is there'll be a swipe card, so everyone on the swim team will be able to swipe their card and go into the study lounge that way. The study lounge will be available whenever the pool's open, so usually we're open 7 in the morning till 7 at night. They can go in the study lounge. What we vision them using it a lot is before, after practice. They get out of practice early, they're here early from a class before practice. They can go in. There's wireless finally, all you alumni, we finally have wireless in the facility, which was a big plus. And down the end of the hall, you'll see the 2 locker rooms. Down the end of the hall is what we call stretching room. And we're definitely looking for future donations there to outfit that. But we would like to put some riding bikes in there. We have some yoga mats in there, and we have some balls and stuff. So we're very excited about that for the next season to come. So any questions, we'll be around, but thank you so much. And then there's some light hors d'oeuvres in the lobby there. So. tour yet, please come on through.